Dusty Blake Smells Indigo Lulls, and we are back with a new video. So I recently had a work trip where I went to Anaheim for a conference, and then afterwards I had a few hours where I could go to Los Angeles and check out some stores before heading over to the airport. And so I wanted to share that with you guys, starting with Dover Street Market. Dover Street has very quickly become my favorite store in Los Angeles, if not in the entire country. It is a 15,000 square foot space that just feels so expansive and immersive, with all these different little sub rooms that you experience just new ways of discovering clothes and designers like I haven't seen anywhere else. So it just feels so fresh and new, even for someone like myself that has been to a lot of really cool stores over the years and has been in fashion for over a decade now. It just continues to really wow me with their ability to grab you and pull you into the store. So I found a few things I thought were really cool. First is from Comme des Garçons shirt in collaboration with Sky High Farm Workwear. Sky High Farm Workwear is a newer brand that donates all of their profits to people experiencing food insecurity in New York State. So a really good cause with good clothes along the way. And I really like this shirt because I feel like it encapsulates what Comme des Garçons does so well. It really subverts your idea of what is a dress shirt, how can it be worn, and how do you design one in the first place. And I just thought that was so neat, and I absolutely love this shirt. Next up, I tried on this tee from Noah, which is a pretty popular brand on the East Coast in New York City. And they've recently been seeing a bit of a resurgence as their creative director has been transitioning to the creative director spot at J. Crew, and they're hoping that he's going to be able to bring it back to where it was in the early 2000s. So this is a pretty plain t-shirt overall, nice burgundy color, nice drapey fit, a little bit of the logo on the chest pocket, but nothing too crazy. For $58, I think it's a pretty good value. And last up, I tried on these pants from Eckhaus Latte. It's a dark wash denim in a painter pant silhouette, but it has this brown kind of tie-dye spot treatment to it that I thought was really interesting and a nice fit on them overall. I think the most surprising thing here is that they're a size 28, which I haven't worn since I was in high school, but somehow I was able to suck my gut in for long enough and bun these suckers up to show you guys. I hope you guys appreciate that much as I do, because I was feeling very proud of myself. After this, I went to the Visvim shop in downtown LA, and I was really excited because I wanted to see the Fall Winter 22 collection, which I knew had just come out in the last couple of weeks. However, it seemed like they had a lot of the same stuff as last time I was here a couple months ago, and there was just a few new t-shirts and shoes and a couple outerwear pieces, but nothing too substantial. I think part of that has to do with Visvim's release schedule. They pretty much drop new product on a monthly basis, and they have different sublines like Indigo Camping Trailer and Contre Depth, so it doesn't really follow the traditional 6-month release cycle of other brands. Nonetheless, I feel like the store is so big and has so much available physical space that they could really include a lot more different products. It felt pretty basic what they do have on offer. Despite that, the staff is very welcoming and educational and helpful, so I really appreciate them. I just feel like the space there could be so much more done with it. But I did end up trying on one of the fleeces because I had seen some people raving about them on Styleform, and I can confirm the fabric is very soft, the colors are very beautiful, and the fit is a nice drapey fit that kind of has that relaxed feeling without being too oversized that you look a little bit sloppy. Regardless though, guys, with a $1,700 price tag, I just think that is too much for too little. Part of this has to do with importing luxury goods like Visvim from Japan. It ends up doubling the prices when you start thinking about duties, tariffs, shipping costs, insurance, and other things like that. But ultimately, I'm just not willing to pay that much for something like Visvim, which already has a high price point in Japan. So I recommend you guys shop at the Japanese web shop from Visvim. I will leave a link in the description for you to browse it. If you try to just search the Japanese web shop, it'll automatically redirect you to the North American version, so make sure you bookmark that link if you're a fan of Visvim, and then you'll have to use a proxy to order from them and get the clothes. If you guys want me to make a video about ordering from Japan or proxying, I'm happy to. I think it's become a lot easier, but if anyone's uncertain about that, happy to help and make a video about it. So from here, I was really running out of time, but I wanted to visit a few more new spots that I hadn't been to before, so I headed over to American Rag. And I didn't realize that American Rag was going to be so big. It had women's womenswear, menswear, and thrifted clothes. And frankly, it felt a little bit cluttered with too many clothes just spread all over the place, and it made it a bit difficult to digest and really find the new clothes that you're looking for. Beyond that, I felt like the staff was a little bit rude and abrasive. When I walked in, I had my backpack and duffel bag with me because I'm going to the airport, right? Like I'm a traveling man, what can I say? And the sales associate walks briskly towards me, and in a rude tone, he's like, "Hey man, I need to check that bag for you." And I was like, okay. I feel like in a higher end store like that, you have to be a little bit more professional and polite. It just kind of set me off a bit. And then the sales associate I ended up working with, she was kind of standoffish, and I didn't really get kind of the warm and fuzzies that I typically like to get from a sales associate. Nonetheless, I did end up getting a Stussy shirt from them though. I tried it on both small and medium. I think the small fit me more traditionally and I liked it, but the medium had more of the relaxed vibe that went really well with the pants I was wearing that I was trying to kind of find a top for, so mission accomplished there. But overall, I don't think I would go back to the store. They didn't have any unique brands to them, and just the vibe there just wasn't really on point, so I would skip that. But afterwards, I went to Arcterix, my favorite frenemy spot, because I just wanted to check it out. I made a video a few months ago talking about how Arcterix has blown up to become this like streetwear icon by accident. I just wanted to see if they had anything exciting for fall winter, because I just want to see, are they continuing to try to maintain that kind of fashion crowd hype, or are they just going to continue to focus on what they've always done really well, is make practical utilitarian clothes for people with an active lifestyle? It seems to be the latter to me, guys, so I feel like the fashion crowd is gonna get bored with them sooner or later. It seems like it still has a bit of steam, but we'll see. And then finally, I went over to Stone Island. If you guys aren't familiar with Stone Island, it's kind of like Arcterix. It does like technical clothes, a lot of custom fabric developments, and things that are really practical if you do have an active outdoor lifestyle, but they more intentionally lean into the fashion crowd than a brand like Arcterix does, and they tend to cater to a little bit of a higher end market. It's pretty big in Europe, particularly in the UK, but I think Stone Island's actually a little bit trendy in the US as well, so pretty cool brand. I ended up trying on a vest from Stone Island Shadow Project, which is a subline, and also one of their down coats, like this metal nylon fusion fabric that was really cool. And I feel like Stone Island's really cool, but the US retail prices are kind of high, and the brand typically ends up going on sale, and they do a lot of styles that are pretty similar season over season, so I personally wouldn't buy it full price, and also they have a pretty robust secondhand market, which again has similar styles to what they're putting out currently. So I think regardless of what your budget is, you can find something from Stone Island, but I just wasn't in the mood to buy a down coat, especially when it's like 88 degrees in LA. I'm gonna end the video here. I appreciate you guys watching so much, and I will close with my Uber driver to the airport, Dale, who was just a eccentric legend. And here's a little snippet of the conversation that he and I had.
So we want to wish you health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, with peace. And may your dreams forever and always continue to come true. For you are the light. See, you were sent to change this world. We know it's true because you have touched many. For you have touched me today, and we want to say thank you. We love you, but most of all, never, ever forget that we are so very, 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 very proud of you. Keep up the great work. My name is Dale, and of course, I will get you there. Now, some say that those are the most powerful words in the universe. Others say that those words contain the gift of life, the guarantee of life. My family is honored to call them the rite of passage, and I am most thrilled to share them with you. And long after you have forgotten my name and my face, those words will always be with you and working for you. My name is Dale, and I will get you there.
Dale, he'll get you there.
You weren't expecting all that. You thought you called an Uber.
I thought I called it Uber. Little did I know.
Yeah, but it was meant for you. Exactly. That's the way life is.